Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, what's this? This is crazy. As the Ford blocked the road, Herman was flying and looking to see the stop sign prior to the stage being abandoned. I forgot about that. Oh my god. And by the end of the day had extended his advantage to 38 seconds, giving the That's crazy. 200 stage victory in the process. With so much time to make up on the final day, it's a case of what might have been for Herman. Osberg was the leading Citroen home, but in a distant third place, while Ogier taking it easy over the final stages with a commanding 8th straight win at EW. The victory means the defending champion increases his lead over his teammates, while BWM continues to dominate the standings with cars occupying 3 of the top 4 places. Time for another motorsport compilation now as we take a look at the new kids on the block in the NASCAR Sprint Cup. The 2014 rookie class is shaping up to be one of the strongest in the history of NASCAR, with 8 newcomers venturing out onto the ovals of the USA. Justin Aljair has driven in the Nationwide Series for the past 5 seasons, never finishing lower than 6th in the championship. In 2014, he moved up to the big league with H. Scott Motorsports. 23-year-old Parker Kligerman earns a permanent seat in the number 13 Toyota at Swan Racing after impressing the team during the 2 Cup starts he made for them in 2013. Also driving for Swan Racing is Paul Witt. Just 3 years in NASCAR competition under his belt, the 26th driver first made a name for himself in open wheel racing. Another team with 2 rookies is BK Racing. Alex Bowman pilots the number 23 Toyota, and at only 20 is the youngest of the class. His move to Cup racing follows an 11th place finish in last year's Nationwide Championship. Bowman is partnered at BK Racing by Ryan Truex, younger brother of Martin Jr. Least experience of the rookies, he's never completed a full season in trucks or Nationwide. Michael Annett will be driving the number 7 Chevrolet for Tommy Baldwin Racing in 2014. Just like Justin Aljair, he's been racing in the Nationwide Series for the past 5 years. Kyle Larson is expected to attract plenty of headlines this year, driving for Chip Ganassi in the 42 Chevy. He only got into stock car for the first time in 2012, but last year became Rookie of the Year in the Nationwide Series, driving the number 32 car. Just put £3,000 on Flash Gordon to win on it's race 505 on Hooves of Fire. Yep, that's what I've done. Crazy, isn't it? That's mad. That's insane. Oh, cappuccino. Lovely it is. That's so nice. Until international beach cross comes to town. When a convoy of quads arrives early on a Saturday morning, you know the weekend ski supply is about to be well and truly shattered. Beach cross is, in basic terms, it is motocross or scrambling short-cut country races stop to start. There's 3 races each class per day. The riders get 3 days of story points, 3 days of England ride. And what also happens out there is there are jumps, undulations, whoops are settled, and that sets all the challenges for the riders and makes it really good for the spectator. Racing on a constantly changing sand course is extremely challenging. That's crazy. It's the level of unpredictability that makes it exciting. Flash Gordon come third. That's mad, isn't it?
You're waiting for the gate to drop. Your senses are going crazy. Once you hit the first corner over, then you've got the next challenge, and you pace yourself against some really good riders. You learn so much. You always want to win and do better than your opposition, so it's good trying to catch the person in front of you or stay out in front in the lead. If you've got a race with blood in you, you want to race. Now in its seventh year, the weekend has grown into a truly international event, attracting large crowds and competitors from all over Europe. We've got around 50 riders that come across from France, Belgium, Holland, Germany, and that just makes the event an international flavour, terrific atmosphere at the end of the paddock. They're coming from all far and field, and it makes it special. It makes it one really good happy family.
Oh, this is crazy.
The Margate is a team of top female race riders, known as the Sand Racing. I come over from France to finish the sand season. We've done the whole French championship, 6 races in total.
I called one Mr. Speed. That was mad.
The weather's good, the race is excellent, you have great fun. There are lots of heats, you learn a lot, and the organisation is good. And it's there's big learning curve. We can do what we like, no problem. It's very relaxed. In true grassroots fashion, beach cross is a sport riders of all ages and abilities can take part in, and you don't even need a quad bike to get involved. Spent one day just watching, and the next one I came down to Tony, so I help out in the race as well, to meet Marshall. Marshall is great. And then the rest of the race is now, the whole of the race is good, and you're running on the coast. You have the happy dawn, ready to get the bike ready, at the end of the night, you sleep, and you get up the next day, and you think, I'll go again, and then you get to a point where you can. It's been a good weekend. Regardless of their experience, these weekend races go to great lengths to take part in the sport they love.
Oh.
4 o'clock yesterday morning, French time. We took the shuttle.
What done with my hair? Oh, where's my hair gone?
6 o'clock in the morning.
I can't find my hair. Oh my God, what's back?
We ate at the hotel.
There's my hair.
The organisation is good. There's no stress. It's superb. And with the sunshine, everything is good.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what, right. I've got the TV on, and I'm watching horse racing. Actually, I'm not watching horse racing. I'm playing Hoops of Fire. I recommend you play this. It's pretty good. You got little town. Let's go have a look, see what the score is. Oh, I've got an airport. Oh, what's it? Oh yeah. Okay, there I see. Okay.
Available on PC, tablet, mobile and Twitter. It's all at grid1.tv. See you next time.
Ah, there's my horse. Oh, I don't know.
License and registration, please.
You don't have to do it that way. So you could go back and get in your car and drive away.
Now, why would I do that?
Because some roads you shouldn't go down.
A brand new series, Fargo, Easter Sunday at 9 on 4.
Thousands of amateur craftsmen dream of turning their passion into a profession. Monty Don joins some of the best as they train under master craftsmen.
There is no room for error.
Then compete for one life-changing commission.
We never know where our successful designers can come from.
I'm on horse racing. I'm crazy to that.
Monty Don's World Club. Join us for Afternoons on 4.
I've been on the Southampton's waiting list somewhere near 10 years now.
It's just sort of a waiting game, really, with demand for council homes rising.
We don't have a vast amount of properties come available.
And the government's new benefits cap.
Potentially, it's a really bad situation.
Britain could be heading towards a housing crisis.
I've got two chances, no hope and Bobo.
So how does the system assess those?
I'm just fine, thanks very much. Yep, lovely.
If homeless, would you be at more risk than other homeless people?
We are having problems surviving.
I could have been dead and no one cared.
You don't care, because when you were in there, you got...
You don't care.
How to get a
Yeah,
council
no.
house when
Oh, there's my horse. Yeah, oh yeah, right. It's the fast bastard. Oh, where we 1, 2, 3. That's it. The fast bastard has got to win that. Oh, hang on, I can. It's too slow. Yeah. I missed it.
8 o'clock and the
Well,
UK
that's 7
bowling line plays out with the Scottish Grand National today's focus. That's right after a little run around the block. The Brighton Marathon.
Hello from
Oh,
the
shit.
Brighton Marathon weekend. 2 days of running for the young and old, fast and perhaps not so fast, culminating in the biggest 26-miler outside of the capital. Yeah, we're here on the south coast for the Brighton Marathon. Proper training for an event like this takes months, and often there's a lot of blisters, sweat and tears shed along the way. But for thousands of runners, this is where the hard work pays off. Here's our commentator, Rob Walker, with what's coming up.
Thanks, Jenny. Well, it's the 5th year of the marathon, taking place here in the Sussex Seaside Resort. Big ambitions for this IAAF bronze label race. It all starts with the iconic Schlurp mini-mile races. And then for the very first time this year, we have a Brighton Marathon 10K. It shares the same start as the main marathon in Preston Park and the same finish on Madeira Drive. So just over 6 miles for those taking part in the short one, and then it's 26.2 for the marathon men and women. They'll be pouring through the streets of this atmospheric, generous city. Over the course of the weekend, more than 12,000 runners taking part.
It's very exciting for me, especially as a runner, being joined by running royalty all around us. And you're starting the race as well, Flora.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's the first time that I've been here for the marathon and heard a lot of good things about it, and just excited to see how everyone does tomorrow and to see everybody out there already here at the expo today. It's great to see everybody so excited and nervous and just full of anticipation, wanting to run well tomorrow, and I'm sure they will do.
I know it's quite hard to believe because you're always at the front and you don't really realise how many people are behind you. But for people like me who are quite far behind, it's such a great atmosphere. I mean, are you aware of the 11,000 people behind you?
You are, but I think that's one of the things as an elite athlete, you always feel like you're kind of missing out a little bit. I mean, you're not, because you have the whole atmosphere of the route and all the crowds that are lining the route. But you're not in amongst it as you are further back, and I think that is really amazing as well. I mean, the crowd will carry you along, honestly, that it's like a carnival moving along.
It's crazy.
It does definitely help people, I think, run faster than they think they can.
Oh, it's Flash
Do you
Gordon.
think we'll get to see you again?
Or to put better?
Yeah, I hope so. I'd
Oh,
love
okay.
to be able to run
I
a
got no.
competitive race.
I want no money.
I'm kind of
Oh,
working
right.
my foot back to
That's
being
crazy.
able to do that. Everything's going in the right direction, so hopefully I can run one last one.
Well, look, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you in the Brighton Marathon at some point.
I think that would be nice too.
This race was started by runners, for runners, and for runners of the future. All starts here with the mini mile in Preston Park, and this is one of the important people. Yeah, the co-race founder, Tim Hutchins. You're a bit of a pro yourself, aren't you?
Long ago. I think it's all black and white film now, but I used to run a bit.
I love the fact that it starts with this. There's so many young children that are just so excited to be involved.
I know, well, it's great. You know, the Steve Ovett thing and with Brighton, you know, obviously he was an Olympic champion. He lived just down the road. This is the next generation. There's so many issues around health of youngsters nowadays. Getting them out, giving them a really good reason and a good background in which to run and enjoy themselves is very, very important. But, you know, what you hope is that these kids will go along to the local athletics club and get involved with an activity there on a more regular basis and get drawn into the sport.
The whole kind of atmosphere is so fun. All the parents are very proud as well. Although you can tell some of them have never run at all.
Ah, there's parents out here running more than a mile, just run backwards and forwards across the course supporting their own kids. We might have to put on mile races for the adults. Well, in all, there's been a record 2,000 plus children between the ages of 7
Oh
and
my
16
God, come
getting
on.
a taste of the action.
I'm trying to race a horse now.
Okay, so I'm here with Mr. Clark.
And it's bloody not racing, isn't it?
From
Come on.
Banding School.
Hi there.
And these are all your pupils.
Yeah, all these students today are going to be taking part in the mini mile.
So you've had to wear school uniform on a weekend.
This is nuts.
So fair, so fair. So how did you all get involved in this?
Well, actually, the mini mile was launched at Varndine back in January. I think the link is obviously Steve Ovett is an ex-student, and because of that, yeah, luckily enough, we were asked to do it. So yeah, really good opportunity. Lots of students across the year groups getting involved. I think it's an amazing opportunity, and I think it's events like this just help get students involved in, you know, wider participation outside of school. There's always rivalries with other local schools, and yeah, we usually actually have been coming out really successful quite recently, so it's really good to see.
So
This
if
is nice.
the pupils are doing the mini mile, that means the teacher does the marathon, yeah? Well, what's your excuse?
1 year old definitely do a marathon, definitely.
We'll see you in the start line next year.
I just drive me nuts, man. I'm trying to sort this horse out or race it down, but I can't race it nowhere.
The race is really on the up this year.
Yep, we worked very hard the last 11 months, just looking where we can improve, but looking how we
That's
can make
insane.
it bigger and better. We've added the 10k, which is fantastic, get them to warm the course up. The 10k course we've chosen, we wanted to make it very spectator friendly. We put a bridge in, we put some more crossing points in, so the spectators can go and enjoy the race. For us, that's the most important, getting 150,000 people to watch the race. That's what the runners need, is that atmosphere.
Something special this year as well is Polar Ice Club involved.
Yeah. 10,000 marathon runners trained for 6 months, and to have our greatest
Oh, that's just doing my head in
the
there.
greatest marathon runner ever to be there on the start line, that's really special. That's really nice to be able to do.
Well, Olympic 5,000 metre runner Nick McCormick took the honours in the inaugural 10k, 29:11. Not a bad time for him. And a former marathon winner here in Brighton, Alison Dixon, with a PB, well inside 33 minutes for the women's title. So now to the course for the full 26.2 mile distance. They run past the iconic Brighton Pavilion, not once but twice. And then they head out on the coast road to the turn point, where the course has been amended slightly to take out the biggest hill, making it just that little bit faster. The second half of the course almost entirely flat, but today, as they head out on what's known as the road to hell, they will be heading in to a pretty strong breeze, which will of course be at their backs on the return leg. They go through a tunnel of spectators, huge support on Madeira Drive before the glory of the finish.
Well, the mini mile is now done and dusted, and some of those younger athletes are now becoming supporters as their mums and dads put trainers on and prepare to join the other runners out there for the main event. The race is actually not far from starting, so let's see who Dean Macy and Charlie Webster have been meeting up with.
We're here today raising money for SANS, good charity, basically supports families that have been the victims of neonatal or stillbirths. So whose idea was it?
I can gladly say it was Alan's idea. He tends to wear this normally on the weekend, so
You really don't look impressed.
no, I'm loving it actually. You know, it's all for a good cause, and we're all going to have a great time.
What's the reason behind your lovely feathers? Well, I'm running for the National Blind Children's Society, so I thought it'd be nice to just make myself seen. Came across a peacock outfit. My hair is usually pink, so I've gone blue for the occasion.
Tell me about the shirt, mate.
It just seemed like a good idea at the time. It's going to rub like hell and it's going to be sweaty and nasty, but you know what? It's worth the pain, isn't it?
I was just saying, my parents' old curtains in their living room like 25 years ago looked that colour. Kevlar, have you trained together?
No, not at all. We work together sometimes, so good reason.
Yeah. I actually got to race my horse called Fast Bastard, so now I'll have to go and put a bet on it.
Do that way too well, mate. Don't want to be a whipper. You've just got a little bit.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, I've done that before. I think you have too.
What's your biggest, hardest problem with this on your back?
Well, no, the upside, of course, is the attention, and people see it from a long way off and straight. But the wind gets up under the head, so, of course, it tends to sort of float you up a bit, and your feet start planting as they shouldn't, and that I can do without. But look, at the moment, frankly, if you look at the forecast yesterday, you couldn't have bought this. So, a little bit of drizzle, it looks fine.
Well, a few understandable nerves fluttering around as the masses prepare to start in Preston Park. Meanwhile, a mile away in Withdean Park, the elite men and women have just a little bit more space around them, a different start line for them.
Oh dear.
Dominic Kangor is the defending champion. Alongside me to enjoy today's action is former world indoor 1500 metre finalist James Thie. James, is Dominic the favourite on paper?
Thank you, Rob. Absolutely. Dominic Kangor returning from his 2013 triumph. He's had a good year
I'm not doing
since
too good at
taking
this
third
horse
place in the
racing.
Melbourne Marathon and also
Not
winning
so.
the Kampala Marathon. So he
This is
knows how to
terrible.
win, but I tell you what, the organisers have done a fantastic job bringing together a very competitive field here in the 2014 edition.
Some world-class pacemakers will be leading them through halfway. More of them in a moment, because there is the bulk of the field. The training is done. The 5 AM runs, it's all been put in the bank and it's being cashed in today over what will be a very long and memorable 26.2 miles, and there's no more memorable way to get started
What did I
than
do
a
with
high
the
five with the women's world marathon record holder and former world marathon.
The incredible! He's a magician in our favourite magazine. Morgan wants to be like him, but he's too nervous to perform in front of...
Talked to my dad about lending us some more money.
Yeah, what did he say? Did you tell him I intended to pay him back with interest?
That's what amused him most.
Lay it off, Andrea. You know, you've got it pretty good around.
With a multi-million-dollar
Oh, man.
estate. Of course, it's not my husband's. He can't even afford to put me up in a 2-bedroom townhouse in Daly City. But then, as long as Mama's around to take care of her little boy, I guess I won't want for a damn thing. Lucky me. You know, Dad had you pegged years ago. Too bad I didn't listen.
The other times I wish you had.
They call me Lanny. Sometimes I wonder why I stay in this lousy marriage. Maybe I'm a masochist.
Or maybe you're afraid to admit to yourself or to your dad that you made a mistake.
That too.
Well, darling, much as I hate to deprive you of my companionship this evening,
Uh-huh.
spend the night in the city.
Oh, really? What's her name? Is it one of my friends, huh? Please, Lenny, spare me that. Make it someone I don't know.
It's business.
Oh, I'm sure it is. For her. You know, if you call here tonight, I may not be here. You're not the only one who knows how to play. Lenny!
Oh, right.
Hey, what are you doing here? Mr. Douglas? Oh, sorry, sir. I heard a noise and I thought it was a prowler.
HSL, the chair specialist. Sponsors of ITV3 More.
I am going to go for a strength steroid. 50,000. Yeah, that do. Right, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy it for Flash Gordon.
So all you need are 2 little minutes to enjoy a delicious rice and vegetable dish. For good food,
Yeah.
begin with that. Now try it in single portions and multi-packs.
Yep, Flash Gordon.
Help insure millions of school runs worldwide. We know just how the
That's
morning
crazy.
feels. Allianz Insurance from A to Z.
What a speed rush! Just like my speedy sit-it-bang limescale and shine with turbo power. Watch this. These are solid lumps of limescale. Got already. Block shower. Block shower. Look how it speeds through grime. No wonder it's the #1 cleaner. Sit-it-bang limescale and shine. Bang! Dirty's gone.
You tell me this, and you expect me not to be shocked? Superb Prosecco. Only $7.29.
You appear to be in a financial quandary, young fellow. At Wonga, you choose exactly how much to borrow and for how long.
Really?
Yes, you can also pay back early and save money.
Oh, good, thank you. No, I'm not kissing my phone.
Is it?
Wonga.com. Straight talking money. One figure looking
I've had a loan from Wonga. It's alright going to Wonga, but I mean they still expect their money straight away, you know. As soon as as soon as you've agreed the time, they want it all on that time. You know. So really it's no different really.
New LV Fibrology only from L'Oreal Paris.
Hooray! Yellow Belly is now going on race 529. Mr. Speed. (523) race.
For protecting and brightening your garden.
And there's Flash Gordon.
Cheer it up.
Flash Gordon. We're going to get him racing.
Birdseye presents Leaving Home, featuring chicken grills.
I hope you're hungry. Mama.
I'm emigrating to Canada.
What, when you leave college?
Yep.
Thank God for that. I was thinking we were going to have you till you were 21. What? Chickens, lovely.
Oh, come on, where are we going to put this bloody thing?
So you're just going to get on a plane and go to Canada.
Everything's straightforward. It's not.
Where are you going to get the money from?
You.
Me? Look at me, you already owe me money.
530.
Birdseye, the prototype.
If your lawn is a farce, weeds are rifling in the grass. Simply shake this arm and in a week, cheer up evergreen.
Oh,
And it's got a surface big enough for paint to paint it. Painters, decorators, unleash the B&Q in you.
We're exactly over the hedges.
Here we go.
No, you look like a pig in valley pubs. Put them down.
He's an ex-drag queen. He's flogging all his gear in his pants out.
Birds with Feathers. Sundays at 9 on ITV3.
Cozy and comfortable. HSL, the chair specialists. Sponsors of ITV3 Mornings.
I went over all of this last night, Lieutenant, with one of your other men.
Yes, ma'am, I'll try to be brief. You see, you heard explosion around 3 o'clock.
3:05 to be precise. I'm a light sleeper, and I thought I heard voices outside. A man's voice in particular. I looked at my watch and I thought, I must be dreaming. I got out of bed and started towards the bathroom, and then I heard this tremendous explosion downstairs. I ran down the stairs and found the safe had been blown open. Well, I was terrified, naturally, and I called you people immediately. But I didn't know about poor Pedro until one of your men found him later in the patio.
The safe. What do you keep in it?
Cash? $2,000? Some jewelry, stock certificates, important papers, and a very valuable silver dollar. It's a collector's item.
Now, when you say very valuable.
It's worth over $1 million. Excuse me. I just thought you'd like some coffee. Oh, thank you, Grace. How nice. Lieutenant, will you join me?
No, thank you. Excuse me, Mr. Dawson. I have a few more questions for you a little later.
Good morning, Lieutenant. Did you notice this marvelous window mirror chase? I was sure it was hanging in a gallery in Boston.
No, I don't get it. Every time I get called in on a case, there you are, brightening up my life.
Oh, thank you, Harry. I was beginning to feel I'm...
What are you doing here?
The thief made off with a valuable coin my firm had insured.
Right, a silver dollar.
Designed by Gilbert Stuart, the noted portraitist. Although the coin was commissioned by John Adams, it was actually Thomas Jefferson who finally brought it to
Thanks for the history lesson. The safe's in there. Take a look, then get out of my way.
Oh, but I've looked. I was waiting to speak privately with Mrs. Douglas, if I may.
Make it quick.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant. Cheery good morning to you. Excuse me. Mrs. Douglas.
Yes?
Dennis Stanton, consolidated casualty.
Oh, yes, Mr. Stanton. My sister, Grace Lambert. How do you do?
Charles, I'm terribly sorry about your loss, Mrs. Douglas, especially the death of your gardener. I want to assure you that we intend to do everything humanly possible to retrieve your coin.
Thank you.
Tell me, do you ladies live here in this house alone?
My son and daughter-in-law have been staying with us for the past 2 years.
How lovely for you. And they were here last night?
My daughter-in-law was. My son was in San Francisco for the evening. We finally located him.
I will
He should
win
be
this
back
one.
any second now.
He was staying with friends or at a hotel?
A hotel. Excuse me, Mr. Stanton, but why are you so curious about my nephew's activities?
Am I?
Were you?
Of course I was.
So what do you think it was? An inside job?
Without a doubt. The mother's been hounded for the past several weeks to sell the silver dollar for an exorbitant sum. She refuses, despite pressure from her son. Now, the son is a man with a talent for bankruptcy, whereas his father managed to grow a mighty oak, young Langston Douglas, has managed to whittle it down to a pile of toothpicks. Ever easy to pepper pot cafe?
Not if I can help it.
Good girl. Your talent is improving. In any event, that once thriving food empire is under siege from the creditors who are threatening to padlock the entire operation.
Yeah, but just because the guy's broke doesn't mean he's gonna...
Rhoda, darling, what's the last thing you do when you close your safe?
I wouldn't know. The last safe I had was a pink piggy with a slot in its back.
Yes, well, the last thing you do is spin the dial. A curious thing. The Douglas safe was blown apart with the dial still set on the final digit of the combination. Very odd. And then there's the timetable. Monica Douglas was awake
when the explosion occurred, and she rushed downstairs immediately. There was no way that a thief could have flown safe and then ransacked it, and then run through the door to be confronted by the gardener. No, no, no. What is far more likely is that Langston Douglas let himself into the house, opened the safe, rifled, and then, as he was leaving, created the impression that someone had broken in.
You know, if you're right, then this guy is also guilty of murder.
In which case he'll hardly be disposed to negotiate for the coin, will he? Well, dear heart, the game is afoot. Now, I want you to query the hotel personnel. Find out when and if Douglas was observed either leaving or returning to the hotel, particularly during the early morning hours. Then find out what you can about an Iraqi rug merchant named Mahmoud Amini. I think he's in the Yellow Pages.
Amini.
He's been pestering Mrs. Douglas for weeks to sell that coin.
And on the off chance that Mr. Butler wants to know where you are?
Send him off to confront the viper in his pit.
Oh, bloody hell. Too late again. Oh well. Let's see. Mr. Speed. Yeah, I think I'll
Excuse me. Sorry, sir, we don't open until 6.
yeah, I'll put 20,000 on Mr. Speed.
Sorry, he's not available. Odd. The gentleman and the wife had said that he was in the office, and Mr. Douglas left orders not to be disturbed. Ah, so he has someone with him. I don't know.
And place.
There's another entrance from the outside. For all I know, he's got the Rose Bowl Queen and her cord in there. And when a man says, "Do not disturb," I do not disturb. Okay? Suppose I take responsibility. You have a hearing problem, sir? Just a quick hello. Nothing more. Word of honor. Mr. Douglas.
There we go. That's quite crazy. That's bad.
He seems to have stepped down.
Yeah, I guess so. Now, how about you step out before I call a cop?
Of course.
My horse is Mr. Speed. It's a white horse, and it's on 523 on Hoofs of Fire. Yeah, Hoofs of Fire.
How long was he in here?
A couple of hours.
And no one went in or out?
Nobody I saw. Now, goodbye, Mr. Stanton.
Thanks so much. Been such a hope. Of course you haven't had any luck finding any Douglas. I doubt if you will. At least not alive. What are you talking about? Homicide.
Oh,
In his office sometime this afternoon between 2:30 and 4:30. There's enough fresh blood.
16 seconds to go. 15, 14, 13.
Particularly GORDY golf trophy missing from the shelf behind his desk. I suspect someone may have mistaken.
7, 6, 5.
Just because there's blood doesn't mean he's dead.
3, 2, 1.
Marshall Plate 2B.
Come on.
Something.
Mr. Speed, you got to win this.
Came roaring out of the alley. A man behind the wheel knocked at it. Stanton, what are you getting at? Lieutenant, I've cast my pearls before you. Don't ask me to string them for you, too. Yeah. This is personal. Mr. Amini sounds like a man of infinite resources as well as limited scruples. Well done.
Thank you.
It was shit.
So,
Oh my god.
about putting in a good word for
That was
you
terrible.
in the training program?
He was last.
Done and done. I've had no less
How shit is that?
conversations with Mr. Butler. Obviously, my
Oh
invitation
god.
will fall on deaf ears. So I will try again at the first opportunity. Word of honor. Now, if you need me,
Oh, that's terrible. I'm really crap at this game.
You have a discerning eye for beauty, sir. 19th century, handmade in Baghdad, and the workmanship
That's
is
terrible.
flawless. 20th century, machine made in Taiwan, and the blues are bleeding into the reds.
Not possible, sir. Not possible.
I have a certificate of authenticity.
And I have several friends on the hunting squad, Mr.
Should I play some music?
And now that we have compared...
No, I've got the telly on, no,
Let's talk business.
I can't play music.
I'm interested in purchasing a coin from you. Your reputation as a numismatist is legendary.
Oh, I have a poor collection, sir. Nothing extraordinary.
Not even the 1804 Gilbert Stuart silver dollar.
I'm afraid you are mistaken, sir. I possess no such coin.
Now, Mr. O'Meara, if you will credit me with little intelligence, I'll do the same for you.
I'm a bit tired, to be honest. I am.
The home of Monica Douglas
I'm knackered.
was into by her son.
I ain't slept for the night.
And shortly after daybreak,
Oh, man.
Mr. Douglas was observed entering the rear door of your premises. I doubt if he was here to purchase one of your Taiwanese knockoffs.
Oh, it's mad. It's honestly, it's
The
crazy.
usual sentence for receiving stolen goods is 2 to 5 years in the state prison. For murder, it could be the rest of your life.
Murder?
Danny Douglas, a depressingly distinct possibility.
You are not the police.
Coin, Mr. O'Meara?
I don't have it. Yes, Mr. Douglas did give me a coin. If you want it, you can have it. It's a fake, Mr. Stanton. A cleverly forged counterfeit.
Oh, am I winning?
And where did you
Let's have a
discover
look.
Mr. Douglas'
Hang on, where am I?
Later this morning.
It's alright,
A fellow collector confirmed.
I'm back on Who's on Fire again. Let's have a look.
You're already paid Mr. Douglas in cash.
That's terrible.
$2 million neatly stacked in a briefcase. I phoned him up immediately, of course.
Of course. And what was his reaction?
Oh, here we go, fast bastard.
Convincing facsimile. He assured me he did not try to cheat me. That the coin he sold me was the one he'd taken from the safe. In fact, we agreed to meet here this evening to iron the matter out. Now, your suggestion that he may be dead is distressing, Mr. Stanton. Most distressing indeed, to say the least.
Fast Bastard is on number 6. He's on 7.9 to win. 525 on Who's a Fly. Come on, little horsey.
HSL, the chair specialists, sponsors of IT Weekly Mornings. At Curry's PC World, big Easter deals in store ready to take home today. This large 7 kilo capacity 1600 spin Zanussi washer is only $239. Save £100.
$239.
Point condenser dryer, ideal for busy families. It's only $199. This Bosch built-in multifunction oven comes with a 2-year guarantee. It's just $229, our lowest ever price. With its extra long hose, this Hoover Turbo Power is ideal for hard-to-reach corners. $109, better than half price. Curry's PC World, we can help.
Welcome to Hotels.com. Let me tell you about Welcome Rewards, our great loyalty program, where for every 10 nights you stay, you get a free one. Say you stay 3 nights in London, yes, then 4 in Rome, then 3 in Paris. You get a free night to use anywhere you want. Yes. Welcome Rewards from Hotels.com. Wake up happy.
If you fall ill abroad, we'll help find a doctor who speaks your language. Just part of the Kiss and Make Better service we deliver daily. American Express.
If you like fast, you need new Evergreen Extreme Green. Incredible greening power that lasts.
Because we insure millions of school runs worldwide, we know just how the morning can feel. Allianz Insurance from A to Z.
Find out how millions of women all around the world are looking younger and feeling great. See how this incredible beauty product appears to temporarily reverse time and could leave you looking years younger in less than a minute. The area around the eye is one of the first and fastest to age, but now you can afford to reverse that process and expect to see temporary results like these every day. Eva's eye bags will transform into your memories. Disappear before her eyes. And how do you achieve wonderful results like these? With even rock flawless eyes. The beauty gel will lift your wrinkles under 60 seconds and can help you temporarily reverse the visible signs of aging and put a sparkle back in your eyes.
Well, it's really, really well. I mean, I can't believe it. Unbelievable.
I'm amazed. I've been looking at something like that for 30 years. Oh, I feel brand new.
Oh, God.
I'm almost brand new.
Then, apply a tiny amount of rock flawless eye around the eye, and you'll see for yourself the dramatic change in under a minute. Roxy's formula has been developed with the power of multiple products in one, and has been independently proven to
Is that the time?
reduce
25 to 7.
visible signs of facial
Shit.
wrinkles, fine lines, and happy eyes. Plus, a small amount gives truly powerful results.
Well, guys,
And could leave you looking years younger for up to 10 hours.
I'm gonna let you go, yeah.
Rox normally retails for $59.
I'm gonna piss off up the shop.
But we want to make this a
Oh, it's 7:10. Is it now? It's what time is it? Oh, it's 25 to 7.
Half price at just
Oh
$29.95.
my God.
Once you've tried it, we know you'll always want to lick your doubts. So ask our operators about our special multi-buy discounts with additional savings of up to 75%. If you want to look years younger, why not give Rox a try first?
Should I just stay here for a little while?
Order your Rox flawless eyes now.
What do you reckon?
Easter's here, so make it delicious with
That's
M&M's.
brilliant. A good idea. It's a good idea, isn't it?
Rich Belgian chocolate. A succulent leg of lamb with shallot and red wine stuffing. Then, exquisite hand-decorated eggs for the grown-ups, and for the not-so-grown-ups, the perfect taste is out there. You just have to know where to look.